Yesterday only, auto companies came out with their February auto sales, which were quite in line with our expectations. The trends were quite similar as we had witnessed in the month of January. Uh, about passenger vehicles, I would say that the demand remained quite strong, but the supply constraints continued. Companies like Tata Motors and Mahindra, which are sourcing microconductor chips from alternate sources, they reported strong numbers. The passenger vehicle numbers were quite strong for both of them, more than 50% for Mahindra and close to about 30 odd percent growth for Tata Motors was witnessed. Also, there are new vehicles like Thar and the XUV 700 of Mahindra and Punch and the EV Nexon of Tata Motors are performing really very well, and that was also one of the reasons why they perform much better than Maruti, whose sales were almost flattish to a slight negative kind of a growth, and that is because Maruti is facing the supply crunch more than the others, considering its scale of operations. So this trend is expected to continue forward only if there is a sort of easing in the production or the supply of semiconductor chips happens anytime soon. Then only they will be seeing a revival in this particular business. Then moving on to two-wheelers, it was as usual subdued kind of performance from them, with Hero and Bajaj both reporting close to about 30% kind of decline in their YOY sales in the month of February. Again, I would say the same reason, acquisition cost has resulted in this kind of a performance. The cost of the lower end bikes have gone up by about 25 to 30%, which is a price sensitive segment. And that is not affordable for anybody, and therefore this kind of performance we are seeing. Going forward also, we may expect this kind of performance. Only spike can be expected in the marriage season of March to May. After that again, we may see a lackluster kind of performance. On the scooters, I would say that reopening of schools, offices, colleges, etc. May result in some sort of green shoots for them. Then moving on to tractors, the tractors are again in slow lane based on the high base of last year, wherein in FY21 the tractor industry grew by about 27%. Secondly, they are in cyclical downturn currently, but again, as I said, the same funda applies to of two-wheelers applies to tractors. There will be some sort of pickup in the coming months because of Kharif sowing and Rabi harvest. So on and on. Yes, and talking about commercial vehicles, they are doing much better than anybody on the demand as well as the production front in the auto segment. So because of we know that the underlying derivatives are quite in place. So that kind of performance we are seeing from Tata Motors as well as Ashok Leyland on the CV front. So I would say that talking about our favorite picks within the auto sector, if at all you want to enter into two-wheelers, go for Bajaj Auto because of its exports presence. Apart from that, TVS is also looking good considering its strong sales. TVS has actually bucked the trend of two-wheelers and has reported good numbers because of its new rider launch, Ntorq scooter, and overall the exports have also performed well for them. So that is one of the stocks one can look out for within the two-wheeler space. Then in passenger vehicles, I would say that Tata Motors is best placed, followed by Mahindra and then Maruti. And in commercial vehicles, again Tata Motors and Ashok Leyland both are looking good. Thank you.